Imagine 22 years. 22 years of this. Absolute trash genetics, man, when it comes to beards. Luscious when it comes to hair. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to beards, I am cursed, man. But it's not what we are here to talk about. We're here to talk about purpose a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's sit right in the middle. Let's talk about purpose real quick. I actually wrote a few notes, actually. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there, you know. There's a lot of people out there, and this is a question that I always see everywhere. What is my purpose? How do I find my purpose? I just want to talk about the things that you can do. Find your purpose. I mean, in another video, I guess I'll talk about how I found my purpose. I'll just expand more on the first video that I did. But let's get right into it. Number one, you gotta ask. How are you gonna find out something if you don't ask? For me, the person that I asked was God. God, what is my purpose? You know what I'm saying? You guys, whatever you believe in, ask what your purpose is. And you will get the answers that you want. You will get the answers. It will take time, but you will get the answers that you want. I've known people who have persisted for years and years and years to find out what they want to do in life, and it's taken years of crying, years of this, but they kept asking, and God gave them the answers. Number two, you gotta explore. You gotta really explore. For me, I went through a lot of things. I went through sports, football, basketball, art, but I ended up landing on music. And for some reason I stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? For some reason I stuck with it. And that just showed me that this is the thing that I want to do.
Is that the one?
I hope so.
Okay. Yeah.
Came to university, started studying music as well, learned a lot of things. And you know what, like, it's mad because, like, when you really focus on something, and be like, this is what I want to do, God brings everything together at the right time. And you start to see yourself flourish. You start to see the things that you've been wanting to happen, to manifest, happen. You know what I'm saying? Things that you wanted to happen, manifest. Yeah, the things that you wanted to happen, manifest. They start to really come to life. And you gotta talk to yourself all the time that this is it. This is what we want to do. This is what we're gonna do. You know, you gotta have when you get into the whole aspect of purpose and the vision, is you gotta see it. You gotta see the victory before you've begun. You gotta see that victory before you've begun. And then you gotta convince yourself for time, for years, that you've won that victory, that you are gonna get that victory. For me personally, Jesus has won my victory, so I never need to worry. I never have to doubt. I mean, I have my times, but I never have to doubt. You know what I'm saying? Third, you gotta be brave. Be brave and bold. It's not been that difficult for me to be brave. I've just been the kind of kid who just does whatever he feels like doing, and I just kind of did it. For some people, you know, it's really difficult to be brave and just put yourself out there. Some people come from like difficult backgrounds, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom was very, okay, that's a story for another time, but my mom was a bit more lenient, but she had no choice just because of how I am as a person. But yeah, you gotta be brave. You gotta take brave steps, you know what I'm saying? You gotta tell mama, nah, I don't want to become a doctor, bruh. I want to become a filmographer. It's a gun, but that was supposed to be like a cam. That was supposed to be a camera. Using the whole lot, isn't it? You gotta be brave. You gotta take brave steps. You're not gonna find something if you're not willing to go into places that it may not be there, but at least you know that that's not where it is. And then go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the block. I've been searching. And I found out that this is for me, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? And I've reached my destination. There's still a lot more though. Still a lot more that I am learning about myself. And I'm just exploring still. This is the one that's been hard for me. Number 4, failing. I'm gonna take a sip for this one, bro. Yep, failing. Failing and growing. This has been the most difficult one for me to come to understanding and just grasping. It's gonna take a lot. You're gonna fall, but you gotta learn to get up. You're gonna fall, but you gotta learn to get up. You gotta learn to grow. You gotta, when you put yourself out there and you find out that this thing doesn't work, or this thing doesn't work, or this thing doesn't work, those experiences are not useless experiences. For me as a musician, it's the realization of producing music is not the thing that I want to do. Rapping is not the thing that I want to do. But I still use my ability to produce music. I still use my ability to sing. Those experiences are not useless. They're actually really helpful. And they come around into my purpose at the end of the day. But those are not the things that I do want to do. And other failures that I have gone through are some of the live shows I've gone through, I've had so many bad performances, but I learned. I was like, okay, this time I won't do this time I won't do that, next time I'll do this, next time I'll do that. And for those people who do not know what they want to do yet, you gotta go back into exploration. And in exploration, you will fail, but don't be discouraged in your failure in exploration. It doesn't mean something is strictly not for you. It just means that you and that thing are not, like that yet. You're not exactly great at it. You need to keep on persisting. That's actually number 5. You gotta keep on persisting. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep on persisting. And another thing when it comes to persisting something that you truly love is that no matter how much it breaks your heart, you will keep on going back to it. Sounds like a bad relationship. But you keep on going back to it because you know deep down in your heart this is what you want to do. You will keep on going back to it because you know there is a greater purpose to it. You know there's so much more. There's a bigger outcome to it than the temporary pain that you may feel. Some of the songs that I have released that are trash. Another thing is when I release a song, I put my effort into it, and then there's only 65 plays. It hurts me, but I'm just like, there's a bigger picture to all this. Let me keep persisting. Number 6, your parents don't know at all. Ooh, this one's a tough one. Especially when you come from a family where your parents have an expectation of you to become something that they envision. Yes, you gotta honor your mother and father. You gotta honor your parents, whoever your guardians are. But at the end of the day, they don't know the future. They don't know your full potential. Only you know your full potential. And if you don't know your full potential, you gotta look within. You gotta look inside. You gotta assess yourself and think to yourself, who am I? Who am I trying to become? It's like a full circle in its whole purpose thing. You gotta keep asking yourself questions. Questions are a good thing when it comes to purpose. You'll never find out your purpose if you don't ask yourself these questions. You need to be asking yourself stuff like, what do I want to do? What do I want to change in the world? What do I want to give to the world? You know what I'm saying? And those are such personal questions that nobody can answer for you. Your parents can't answer that for you. And if your parents can't answer that for you, then what makes you think that they know your future for you? And last one, it takes time. It takes time. It takes time. It takes time, man. It takes time. It takes time. Jeez. I went in too many different positions for you guys for the sake of entertainment. But yeah, it takes time. These things are gonna take a heck of a lot of time to get to. Again, there's a questions you gotta keep asking yourself. You gotta keep assessing yourself. You gotta keep going into your thoughts. You gotta face your demons. A lot of people cannot face themselves, but you gotta really face your demons. You really gotta face yourself, and you gotta be patient. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the place that I'm at is I'm trying to get rid of a lot of bad habits, a lot of bad thinking, you know what I'm saying, towards my purpose. And sometimes I'm like, oh damn it, I haven't done this and this for like 2 days. Why isn't anything changing? Come on, man. Persistency, time, it'll give you everything that you need. With that being said, time. It's been your boy. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next video. Peace.
Real niggas is a dying breed, true. The devil's in the streets taking all the youths. Your enemies close, can you tell who? Welcome to the jungle where there's no rules. Your brother them they fake, your brother them